Good afternoon, all of you. Online students, is it okay audio and video? So last explanation, some guidelines and precautions, and if any error is occurs, what happens? That all the things I explained. Hmm? And moving to the next one. Another small point and a small thing I'm going to introducing. So next information about these quotations, double quotes. We know already double quotes, sir. Sir, you know, but listen my version also. Hmm? Hmm. In JavaScript, we have literals. Literals, special characters. Literals, it's nothing but an operator, but more than the operator. Operator just performs the small task, either calculation, data copying, addition, subtraction, something like this, or maximum decision making. But literals are more than the operators. Antaku minchi, more than the operators. What they are doing, sir? Memory allocators. Operators generally never allocating the memories. They do the work and giving the result, that's all. But literals, they have the capability to allocate the memory blocks, dynamic memory blocks. How many literals we have, sir? So many available. Right now, I'm going to introducing two literals. It is situational demanding it. Reminding as per their timing, they also comes. So first I'm listing all the literals. Double quotations, 1 liter. Single quotations, 1 literal. Backtick operator, 1 literal. Angle bracket, 1 more literal. Curly bracket, 1 more literal. Forward slash, 1 more literal. So different types of literals are supported or available in JavaScript. Symbols names, I think everybody you know that one. Symbols names. Childhood days onwards we are using in mathematics. ఇప్పుడు childhood days అంటే బీటెక్ ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ సెకండ్ క్లాస్ మేబీ పాసిబుల్ అయితే ఎల్కేజీ యూకేజీ ఆల్సో నవేడేస్ అయితే ఇన్ కిండర్ గార్డెన్ ఆల్సో ఎల్కేజీ యూకేజీ బిఫోర్ వన్ మోర్ స్టేజ్ ఇస్ దేర్ దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ కిండర్ గార్డెన్ కిండర్ గార్డెన్ తోట తోట So double quotes, single quotes, backtick, angle brackets, curly brackets, and forward slashes. What are the names, sir? Double quotes, single quotes, both called the same name only. String literal, strings, string literal, both. And backtick operator pronunciation is template literal. This backtick operator is called as template literal. And angle brackets are called as array literal, array literals. Curly brackets are called as object literals. Curly brackets are called as object literals. And forward slashes, open forward slash, closing forward slash. These called as expression, regular expressions literal. Regular expressions literal. So these are the different types of literals. Regular expression literal. What is the special of these, sir? All these are the operators plus memory allocators. You know very well plus and minus. Both are the operators. What they are doing, sir? Either addition or subtraction. Task doing. But memory allocation, no, plus should not allocate any memory, minus also should not allocate any memories. They can do some calculations, that's all. But these doing some work like this, plus additional quality words and memory allocation capability. So those all are called as the literals. But in this one, first two I am going to introducing now. String and template. These I'll introduce in arrays. Arrays topic, this is objects topic, and this is regular expression topic. So string literals, template literals. Literal common word, you can follow that one. So who is the string literal, sir? As per that explanations, double quotations and single quotations both are string literals. Double quotes, single quotations both are string literals. But sir, single quotation is character, sir. We have already some coding knowledge. Single character quotations are characters, confirm, but not in my subject. Other subjects. In my subject, single quotations also strings only. Double quotations also strings only. Then what about characters, sir? There is no character type in JavaScript. But Java candidates, double quotes are string, single quotes are that one if you blindly follow here, sir, katam. Hmm? And especially when you are getting these type of struggling, sir, and when you are attending the online written test exams, so interview exams pattern, a question, a JavaScript question, a core Java question, first you should recognize. And then that rule, this rule, both if you remember, you can easily answer. By chance, that one here, this one there, if you implement. So be careful, be careful, aware. And what about the template literal, sir? Backtick. So backtick operator is template literal, TL. What is this variety symbol, sir? This name is backtick operator. Backtick operator. Where it is in keyboard, sir? Second row, first key. Keyboard, second row, first key. First row, first key what? First row, first key. Escape. Escape exactly below this symbol available. Escape key exactly below this symbol available. So the name of this one, backtick. What is it? Huh? Backtick. Back, yeah, there, back. Back, tick. Nike symbol. Backtick available, na, that one. Variety pronunciation, but it's just the name of that operator. A backtick, if you have any problem, then you can use the template, literal. Next one, what is the use of these literals as string and template? We have two things. Common points are here. Both literals are used to represent string data. Common point, so center I typed here. String literals and template literals both are used to represent the string data type only. Sir, why these number of quotations for string data types, sir? Externally, all are strings only, sir, but internally, quotation to quotation differences available. But data type is string data type only. But functionality, supporting features, difference available. If I use the double quotes, that is string data only. If I use the template literal, that is also string data only. If I use the single quotes, that is also string data only. but difference is available in background. Next, double quotes, single quotes, both are old concept. JavaScript's old concept. So I'm introducing JavaScript new features also, sir. Template lately is the new feature of the JavaScript. Latest feature, JavaScript 6. So this is old concept and this is new feature since JS 6th version. Double quotes by birth of the JavaScript means first version of the JavaScript it is available. But template literals are newly introduced into JavaScript. That version number JavaScript 6th version. Sir, in JavaScript properly not started, sir. Already new features, sir. Yes, sir. JavaScript all new features running explanations only. Maybe my way of handling, if you observe that one, HTML last 3-4 days new concepts we discussed. CSS last 3 days new features I explained. But JavaScript not like that. Along with the topic, new features also we are going to covering. Not end of the subject. X topic we are working. End of the X topic, new features on the spot I'm explaining. Available as almost 60% of the topics, new concepts available. If it is available, I'll explain. If it is not available, I can't do anything. So it's a new feature. Next, one more suggestion also here, subject wise. Old concept in the sense it's a purely JavaScript topic. Purely JavaScript topic. JavaScript own invention, that one. By the Brandon H. Brandon Eck. But a new feature, if I mention anywhere, sir, from today onwards, compulsory you have to follow. It is a ECMAScript concept. ECMA script concept. Every new feature of the JavaScript is ECMA feature only. As per my earlier explanations, ECMAScript inventing the new things, JavaScript is implementing that one. That is this one. This operator actually designed by the ECMAScript, but implemented by the JavaScript. We are learning as a feature. Sometimes we are learning as a topic. Boys, ECMA full form bolo. Clearly చెప్పండమ్మా. Without seeing, without seeing, without seeing, without checking the book. European Manufacturers Association. Remember, somebody remember, not all. Correct కదా? Last person, remember? Remember, yeah. You remember, madams? Huh? In this gap, you already checked. Huh? You have the 2 minutes gap, gada, you already. European Computer Manufacturing, no, yeah, manufacturers. European Computer Manufacturers Association script. Manufacturing, nahi. So, future, when I said it's a new feature, blindly you have to apply this point. Even if I forget that one, you can follow ECMA concept. This is the first difference. One JavaScript concept, one ECMAScript concept. We know already we are learning two scripts. Next one, string literal means double quotes and single quotes. How many lines they allows to type, sir? Single line text. Within double quotations, we can type only one line only. More than one line doesn't accept. Any of your previous languages, you typed multiple lines like this in double quotes? Any of the language? Java, C, Python, typed? Huh? Single line allowed, double lines not allowed. If you want to use the more than one line, you need another supporting, another operator support required. More than one line, no chance. Even, huh? The extra double operator compulsory required, but directly double quotes not allowed. Even JavaScript also not allowed. Then only this one they introduce. So you type it data like this, press enter key and type the data, press enter key and compile it. Most of the languages you will get syntax error. Mm. Most of the languages it is a syntax error. JavaScript also syntax error. Mm. My subject syntax error, other languages a compile time error because that one traced at the time of compilation of the program. Even when you are writing the statement also, the whole statement you have to write in single line. But suppose you are writing printing statement, half printing statement in one line, half printing statement another line possible. You are writing a small for loop, half for loop in one line, half for loop in another line possible. No, statement or data should be in one line operations only. But if you want to use multiple lines, special operators required. Hmm. So string literal supports one line text or one line data. But template literal supports TL, supports n lines of text. In template literal, we can type minimum one line, maximum n number of lines. Your choice. You can type 1,000 lines also inside, no objections. Even when you are writing the step inside expressions we are writing, the calculations. Calculations also you can split and write in multiple lines. That is supporting it. You are designing one step, the step contains some calculation part. Generally, the whole calculation we have to write in single line. But by using template literal, one calculation we can split into 2, 3 lines. No problem, we'll adjust that one. So this is one difference between the double quotes and backtick operator. Next, another one, sir. String literal not supported. String literal not supported. Interpolation. But whereas template literal, it supports the interpolation. It supports interpolation. String literal interpolation not supported, sir. Interpolation, not pollution. Hmm? Polation, correct as spelling. And template literal, it supports the interpolation. We don't know what is interpolation, sir. It is also a small topic. Coming days, we are going to discussing. Up to that, just maintain the theory. Interpolation is also the new feature of the JavaScript, ECMAScript concept. When we are discussing, sir, 7, 8 days after this topic is comes. Hmm? As a just theory, I didn't explain what is interpolation. I'm not going to explaining also. Please don't ask. As per the timing, that one it will comes. So these are the three major differences. Version difference, supporting number of lines difference, and supporting feature also different. Double quotes, single quotations, interpolation topic not supported. But backtick operator, interpolation and topic it supports. Means while working with interpolation, you have to use the backtick operator. While working with interpolation, if I use these one, not supporting it. The topic, this quotations allows, but that quotations are not allowed. These are the comparison as well as the small differences also, sir. Backslash అన్న ఏం బ్యాక్స్లాష్ అన్న ఓ బ్యాక్స్లాష్ అంటే న్యూ లైనా ఓ ఓకే మల్టిపుల్ లైన్స్ దట్ ఈస్ ఆన్సరా ఓ షిట్ sir if you use backslash and also multiple lines are not supported here నేను బ్యాక్స్లాష్ అంటే న్యూ లైనా ఓ నాకు తెలీదు ఆ, ఆ? బతకటం కష్టం కదా అమాయకుడిని. Backslash n no JavaScript not supported. Then only we are not discussed that point. And generally backslash n's you are using inside the printing statements, right? But already we have a lot of printing statements we didn't. I never used the backslash n. Any specific reason, sir, and no supportability. Uh, Not only backslash, backslash light you have so many symbols together. Backslash T, backslash R, backslash V, backslash F, backslash A, backslash double quotes, backslash single quotes, backslash, zero, backslash X. చాలా ఇంకా కావాలా? All these are called as escape sequence characters. So basically, escape sequence characters, JavaScript not supportable. Maybe one or two symbols are supporting, but maximum with it's not supported, no use for us. But when you need the line break, when I need the spaces, sir, use your HTML talent. HTML tags available, space producing line break operations that we have to use. No slash n, no slash r, no slash b, no slash, no slash, no slash. So now I'm doing a small demonstration on this one. See that? So document dot write followed by double quotes HTML. HTML. Oh, okay. And similarly, document dot take one more text, write the three printing statements and use the three quotations. But three working anata will get the clarity. So single quotation and CSS single quotation. Next, one more statement, backtick operator, JavaScript, backtick operator. I have three messages here. Three messages are typed in three separate quotations. No problem, all are valid, it works. So here is the output. And we just touched the backslash and the other, so try that one also here. I refreshed already. Any impact? Any line breaking? No. So don't use these things. JavaScript feeling what is this nuisance and documentation in documentation we have these all information. What are the sequence characters? How many sequence characters available? List available, meaning available, but bottom one note point also available. What is that note point, sir? This JavaScript not supported. So clear kada? Double quotations, single quotations, backtick operator. If you want to use any string data type or if you want to represent the string anywhere in JavaScript, follow any of these quotations. Which is better, sir? Backtick is better. So future, we are not going to using double quotations and single quotations. We are slowly upgrading to backtick operator. Actually, today onwards, I have to use, but suddenly changing until you have digest problem. Reason, 2 months onwards, you are daily using double quotes. Every day, double quotes, double quotes, double quotes, double. But suddenly don't use double quotes and what happens? Digest problem is comes. Acidity, stomach upset, some. So slowly, I'm going to changing to this one. Future backtick operators say we have to use. No double quotes, no single quotes. Backtick operator. Actually, it is not only today's, sir, future advantage also. Future means, sir, in future, if you go for any frameworks, Angular or React or Node.js, compulsory backtick operator we are using. Future you have planning Angular or React? No planning. And no planning, we don't need to discuss a lot of topics. Hey, quickly we can complete JavaScript. No angler, no reactor. Future. Oh, unnecessary explaining here, all these points. So lot of points and lot of topics what you are discussing in JavaScript. Compulsory, it is interlinked to your Angular and React. Remember that. So many topics of JavaScript helping to easily follow the Angular and React subjects. At least for that purpose, and learn this one properly with regular attendance. Underline this one with regular attendance. Next difference I am going to showing, sir. It's a similarity. It is similarity. That is this point I said. Now this point I'm going to demonstrating. At this one, future I'll explain it. So I'm taking some console here. Console.log followed by type any data 2-3 lines. You will get the error. Any data 2-3 lines you can type it. Simla enter green enter apples. Enter. Close it. Now how many lines I typed the data? 3 lines I typed. How you are typing this one? Other language? Somebody you said we can type it in. How it is possible? If you use the backslash and also no use. Backslash and helping to print the data in multiple lines, but not to type the data in multiple lines. Are only affected to while printing, not while designing of the program. So see that one. Observe the output. A small question is comes. Where is HTML, CSS, JavaScript? Gone. Why? Huh? Which error? That was syntax error. That word main important because all are errors, but all error cases total output is not gone. So total output it is missing or it is skipped, sir, and some big mistake is happens. That is the syntax error. I want to see that, sir. This is in console we have error details. Name of the error, syntax error, line number 20, invalid token or an unexpected token. So go to line number 20. This is. So put in comments. And indirectly what is meaning, sir? Multiple lines of JavaScript not supported, but ECMAScript supported. ECMAScript supported, JavaScript is not supported. That ECMAScript concept JavaScript acquired. So the same step I'm going to writing here with the backtick operator. Now error cleared and you will get the output like this. I designed the data in 3 lines. I'm not using backslash and observe that one, but I have the output also in 3 lines. No need of backslash n. Without backslash n, I have the output in 3 lines. See that we can split more lines. App, I will get one more line output. And then what is the use of backslash n? No use. In your subject, it's not possible you are using the backslash n. In my subject, I have direct option, so I don't need to use the backslash n. Yeah. So this is the comparison between the string literals and template literals. One point I compared, one point still pending. Situation wise, that also I'll cover. But what you have to remember, sir, is string data we can represent with any of the quotations. Either single quotations, backtick quotations, or double quotations. Which one you are comfortable, use that one initially. But slowly, I think we are completely converting into backticks only. Future. Next. While using of these quotations, small precautions is it. So first double quotes. But double quotations inside again, can I use the double quotes as sir? That is not allowed. I have already one double quotations here. This is my starting of the string and this is my ending of the string. Or my data started here, my data ended here. Within this one again, I want to use the double quotes, sir. Syntax error causes. Not allowed. But can I use the single quotation as sir? That one we can use. Can I use the backtick operator? Backtick operator also used. But double quotations are not allowed. This okay, this okay. Like that same reversely. Single quotations inside, single quotations not allowed. But double quotes allowed, backtick allowed. Same way, backtick inside, backtick not allowed. But double quotes allowed, single quotes also allowed. Remove 3 points, observe carefully. What is one moral? Same type of symbols not allowed. Different types of symbols are allowed. Double quotes inside, which is not allowed. Single quotes inside, backtick inside, and a homogeneous combination not allowed. Heterogeneous combination is allowed. Cross mapping okay, same mapping not okay. Remember these points, very useful for our future programming. Future means not 10 days after, 10 minutes after. So single quotes, backtick operator, okay. Not okay, double quotations. I'm writing just cross symbol. This is not allowed, these two okay. Similarly, single quotes inside, double quotations okay, backtick okay. But single quotations are not okay. And the same way, backtick operator, single quotations okay, double quotations okay, but backtick operator not okay. So remember this. 5 minutes after I'm writing one program, in that program we should follow these guidelines. Easy sim points are same combination, no, different combination is okay. Just a simple point. So one point also covered. All are points in a sir. Yes, sir. After completion of these points, topics are started. First, cell or pillars should be proper and strong. Next, I'm going to introducing one more point. What is that, sir? JavaScript we can write directly in HTML. Already 3 days onwards we are following that one. Body inside we can write JavaScript. Head inside also we can write JavaScript. But reverse, JavaScript inside HTML not allowed. Mhm. How it is possible, sir? Rules one side only. But suppose generally I am saying, when I'm asking the question, group wise I'm asking couple of times, so you answer, you answer, you answer. And your names I don't know. How I'm calling you? Huh? A dress color or if you have any cap like that, some identification marks under Konda Gurtulu, Banda Gurtulu or something. Identification marks. A spets person answer that one, cap person answer that one, answer that one. Last girl answer that one, right? Because I don't know your name, so 15 minutes back I also asked that. Last student answer this one. Same way you want to ask me also something. A blue shirt answer that one. You have some doubt, you want to ask the doubt. So now today my blue shirt, dark blue shirt. A blue shirt, explain that I have doubt. So maybe internally you have that feeling also, but externally not exploring. Correct? The formality just for formality or something, sir, doubt, sir. Sir, what is this, sir? Internal things different. So my side, I'm using like this because the communication is important. Uh, and your side, you are going to using certain representation or respect to other something. Like that, this is also one-way traffic. JavaScript, we can write anywhere in HTML. There is no problem. 100% accepted. Already 6 programs we completed. But HTML directly writing in JavaScript, it is not allowed. So if you are trying to use forcefully, sir, compulsory it is throwing the errors. Then what is the solution, sir? Solution is there. So solution, these three operators. You have to use the double quotes or single quotes or backtick operator. Every HTML tag should be represented with one of the literal. Your choice, double quotes. Sometimes a single quotes, sometimes a backtick, sometimes a combination also required. Why combination, sir? Go to one's HTML. While writing of the HTML tag, already tag inside double quotes is there or not? So many tags inside double quotes is there when you are writing attributes and CSS. HTML double quotes available. Well, JavaScript step also required the double quotes. But double quotes inside double quotes not allowed. That is the reason why they're providing number of quotations, combinations, implementations. HTML tag inside double quotations we should not remove them. But when you are writing anchor tag, attributes required, attributes values how you are writing double quotes. When you are writing image tag src width height how you are writing double quote. But that tag when you are writing in JavaScript quotations required again. You have already double quotation. JavaScript is also using double quotation, double quotes, double quotes. Then only a combination is important. Uh, So, conclusion, HTML tags we should not use directly in the JavaScript. So, on special procedure available, a procedure we have to follow. So, this is what I'm demonstrating here. How to use the HTML tags in JavaScript. Once test it, it's really not supporting a, we'll go for a small testing. H3 tag, hello, H3 close. This is my tag. What is the location of this tag, sir? Inside the script. Then what is the reaction of the browser? We'll see. No output. At the same time, error also available. This is syntax error. So what is the problem, sir? It is objecting less than symbol. In our statement, less than symbol is there, so it is objecting. Why objection, sir? This is less than comparison in JavaScript. Relational operator. But in HTML, it is tag starting point. HTML, this is representing my tag starting. But JavaScript, it is a comparison operator, relational operator. No, no. Less than, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to. What are these all are? Huh? Please, is it less than or not? But sir, I designed with another meaning, sir. Your meaning I don't want. I will follow my meaning because right now you are in my area. You are inside the JavaScript. So JavaScript rules are going to apply. Now we should request the browser. So write like this. But what happens, sir? It total considered as a string. So error cleared. Error cleared. See that one. Refresh. No error. Perfect code. But where is output? Printing missing. What you asked to see that. Design the tag inner. But tag print on the web page. Where is that request? So for that you have to use document.writeln. Document.writeln or write. So this is the way to use tags in JavaScript. It's a little bit lengthy process, sir. Of course, sir, if you want to design dynamically, you should follow this one. Future. Next, I'm using one more tag here. This time backtick operator. I'm creating one button also here. Can I use any of the tag like this, sir? The whole page you can design through JavaScript like this. Total page designing code we can write here. No objections. Suppose a submit button, button close. How many tags I can use inside the quotations are? Any number of tags. Half an hour back I explained. You can write multiple lines inside the back. I want to use one more tag, sir. I use BR tag here. Step 2, single statement, but tags are two tags. Visibility problem, huh? Any color combinations, huh? Last rows. Screen color combinations, visibility, any problem is there? Huh? Yes, sir. Then comments it in front row. And when I'm writing the JavaScript code, the dull color is coming. That is default settings of the editor. So if you have any visibility problem, clearly not displaying surrender, I'll change the another screen. No visible properly surrender, we'll continue that one. Starting rows, no problem. A middle rows and last rows. Last person, blue shirt person. Blue. Well, he's answering, hey, blue shirt person visible. Okay, I'll change the screen as well as the editor also. I think you will get the now better visibility. Now okay kadamma? But if somebody they are seeing like that, then only I got the doubt. I observed a couple of students, they are seeing blinking the eyes and they are watching like this. I think it's not visible maybe proper and I got the doubt. I think now it's clearly visible. Hmm. Huh? So you can use the BR tag here. Hmm. We can use any number of tags here. There is no problem. I want to use one more tag, sir. No problem. So button also created. This is next. Why the combinations of the quotations, sir? Why the combinations of the quotations, sir? The reason I'm going to explaining. When we will, how I know that, sir? When you are using ID, I'm just explaining ID one day how to use it. That's all. But I'm not going to using any ID. Your interest, you can decide and you can use it. But one day I'll explain what is the process to use and how to integrate, how to work it. I'm not using any idea. I didn't interest also. So as per JavaScript printing statement, we have to use the quotations here. As per printing, data started, data ending. So I'm going to creating one HTML tag. Suppose image. I want to display the image. Image src equals to images slash. Take one of the image. Remember a name, sir. So webp and width equals to some 200 pixels. My tag is closed here. Hmm. Tag, they have their own quotations. Printing function, they have their own quotations. But this tag, where we have to write, sir? Here we have to write. So original meaning what, sir? My printing content started, my printing content ended. And this one, sir, my attribute started, my attribute is ended. Our meaning. But what is system meaning, sir? Your data started, your data ended. What is this nuisance? Because first time double quotations, data started. Second time double quotations, data over. And the remaining part, what is this nuisance and system questioning clearly with the syntax error. Check it. Total gone. So total gone means syntax error. Yeah. So quotations open, quotations close, and this is our invalid operations. Mm. So what is the solution? Take here single quotes and take here single quotes. So single quotes inside, double quotes, and this is the output. JavaScript also displaying the images by using HTML tags only. JavaScript created the button by using the HTML. This output not coming from directly HTML through JavaScript produced. Next, like that, one more I'm trying here. Of course, continue the line break. So this time I'm creating one text box. Text box. Input to type equals to text on small text box. But this text box again I have to place in double quotes. So same mistake repeated. Then what is the solution, sir? Outside single quotation I said no. Now instead of single quotation you can use the backtick operator. Text box is created and quotations giving the clarity to browser. Backtick operator started, backtick operator ended. Means my data started, my data ended. But double quotations are your value started, your value ended. So continue the BR tag also here. So this is the text box and we created here like this. So this is the purpose of the more quotations. While designing of the program, combinations key role is going to playing. Like that, what are the combinations I explained few minutes back? You just follow those all are. But same type of quotations 100% not allowed. Different combinations of quotations okay, but same type of quotations not allowed. So how many tags you want to use, how much code you want to write, your choice, but follow the small precaution. So conclusion, JavaScript we can directly write in HTML. There is no objections, but HTML directly using in JavaScript is not possible. A small precautions or guidelines required. One, quotations compulsory. One of the three quotations compulsory. Plus one printing method also compulsory. Even printing method is not available, sir. Error not comes. At the same time, output also not comes. So fundamentals, basics over, guidelines, note points, programming suggestions, rules, quotations over. So now we are entering into the first topic, official first topic. So what is that, sir? Working with variables, variables and data types, the first topic. But it's a very small topic, sir, in JavaScript. Lightweight, very small topic. And don't expect like as other languages, so 4 days or 5 days, so nothing is there to discuss that much. Than the topic. But results this much. Simple. You don't need to remember lot of points. Or you don't need to create the pressure on this one. Very small information, small topics, but big results are comes. Every lightweight programming like that only. Okay, before going to the next one, hmm, Small points I'm asking. Give the fastly answer. Hmm? Indirectly rewinding. Hmm? Recollecting the sweet memories. Hmm? Hmm. Last 3 days, what are the things we discussed? Those all are. Hmm. Give the better responses. Online students, if you are interested, you can also give the answers, no problem. But generally, you are not interacting and mostly not responding other. That's why I'm giving suggestion. Otherwise, if you are not interested, I'll switch off the mic and I'll directly ask the offline only. Hmm? What do you want? Are you responding or not? But no response is coming. Last 40 minutes, I asked a lot of points, but nil response. No, there is no response. ఏదో ఒక one student, two student giving answer, that's all. Do one thing, you can take rest for 10 minutes. Huh? I'll rejoin. Then I'll complete the small questions with offline. Take rest here, no problem. Hmm. Where Raju? Last 40 minutes lo lot of points I asked kada Raju. At least one answer you given. No. Hari? No. Huh? Vamsi? No. Hmm? Gola. Lakshmi. Huh? Uh, JavaScript is client side or server side? But first, what you said? Uh, one no. 5 minutes. Next, boys, what is the main purpose of the JavaScript? Main purpose of the JavaScript? Huh? Dynamic का main purpose of the JavaScript. Features no yaar, purpose. What is the use of JavaScript? Huh? Interaction. Interactive yaar. Interactive. One wrong. JavaScript purpose or advantage and you have to say the answer clearly mentioned. Interactive web pages. To develop the interactive web pages. And second one, to add the functionalities to web page. Second point, if you forget it also no problem. But first point is compulsory. Huh? What is the last question answer? What is the last question answer here? Huh? Huh? What? JavaScript, I explained a lot of features, around 9 plus points I explained. In that, five main points are remaining okay. Hmm? 5 points list out, girls. Hmm. First two lines a response coming. Three na, five నేను అడిగింది. Speed, lightweight, extending functionality, interoperability, cross-platform, runs in other devices also without changing the program. Cross-platform. The half answer right, half answer wrong. Mm, mm. Which is the base object for all JavaScript objects, boys? Who is the base or root object for all other JavaScript objects? JavaScript here. Huh? Oh, girls, sorry. Huh? Window na. Well, first HTML you said? Sure, huh? Uh, Window object inside some sub-objects available. What are that objects? Document and sure, huh? More objects available, but we discussed those only. Uh, Tough question అడుగుతాను. Write to write ln, two predefined methods provided by which object? Huh? Last rows. Doctor. నీకు అదే document offset. Okay. Next, log method, who is providing? Huh? Console. How to open console? F6, F12. If doesn't works, okay. Make good. Next, as per yesterday's explanations, 6.7.7, that one. So, is it compulsory semicolon in JavaScript? Sure, huh? If I want to write the program, editor compulsory in JavaScript, or where we can test directly in browser's console. Editor not necessary, program not necessary, files also. Directly go to console, write the code, press enter, you will get output. Hmm? Next, JavaScript throwing the errors, 100%. Today also we got lot of errors. All these errors, where it is displaying? Sure, huh? Console is displaying the errors. Okay, very good. But how many errors available in JavaScript? Hold. Six. Six names. Okay. If there are six errors, which is the deprecated error? Deprecated error. Deprecated and outdated error here. Syntax error daily we are getting here. Eval. Eval error is the deprecated or it is outdated. Hmm? If any error is occurs, the total script tag is going to stopping, not whole program. Total script tag is stopping. Which error? Eval error. Sure, huh? Syntax error. Remaining errors, if any occurred, what is the reaction of JavaScript? Whole script stopped or some lines only? Some lines only. Sure, huh? Java to JavaScript, any relation number? Core Java, Java to or JavaScript, any connectivity? No. JavaScript to ECMAScript, any connectivity? From which year onwards? 1997. 1997 onwards, both are tie-up. From that day to till today, both are running everything as a joint venture only. 1997, JavaScript is integrated with ECMAScript. Double quotation, single quotation called string literals. Backtick operator is called as template literals. Which one supports interpolation? Huh? Template literal. Which one supports multiple lines of text? Sure. Huh? Mhm. What are the almost to 10 to 15 questions I asked? In that, half of your interview questions only, FAQs only. Mm. How many questions asked in the last 10 minutes? In that, half of the questions, your FAQs of the JavaScript. Mm. Okay, moving to the next one. Very good. And almost answered together. Then only very good. వీళ్ళు చెప్పారా అబ్బా 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 చెప్పినట్టు వీళ్ళు కూడా ఓ ఆయన తీసుకెళ్ళండి బాత్రూమ్ అవుతున్నట్టుంది ఎవరికి. సో నెక్స్ట్ టాపిక్ and the first official topic, working with variables and data types. It's very simple JavaScript, sir. Variables and data types. Like as your programming language, lot of information remembering not necessary. Very easy and simple process, but little bit typical process. We, 1 hour back or somewhere I touched together these sequence characters. This. Mm. So heading is working with variables. Along with the variables, we'll get automatically data types also. So first, what is variable? What is the purpose of the variables and how to define the variables in JavaScript? That information is going on. The very first is definition. Variable is a reference name of a memory block. Variable is a name of a memory block. That name generally we call as a reference name. Of course, sometimes we are calling as a identifier. Identifier. It is an identification of memory block. So it's called as a identifier. What is the meaning of this line, sir? This box is the meaning of that line. We are constructing some amount of memory block. This block future easily identification and recognition person purpose. We are setting some name X or Y or N, and this is called as variable. And what is the size of this box, sir? Memory size, 2 bytes, sir, 4 bytes, sir, or 8 bytes, sir? No, that no need in JavaScript. You don't need to remember the sizes. So some button reduced. But programming language, you should remember the size because asking in interviews also. And of course, it's programming also useful. Without knowing the size, better programming is not possible. Integer 2, 4 bytes, long 8 bytes, and every data type, one size available. Here, data types not available. Data type sizes also not available. So, some button reduced. No data types in JavaScript. Special. So, this is the definition of the variables. It's a name of a memory block. What is the size of the memory block, sir? It's a dynamic. Depends upon the data. Fixed size is no. By chance, if anybody they asked, sir, like as you asked previously, few minutes back, what is the data size of this box, sir? Nobody is asking, sir. JavaScript is the wrong question, first of all. They ask it and they don't know JavaScript and that is meaning. So don't worry about the sizes. 2 bytes, 4 bytes, nothing is necessary. Next, where the variables are storing generally, sir. Variables are stored in generally in the stack area. The stack area is the part of the RAM. RAM is part of the computer. Every computer inside random access memory available. It's also called as primary memory and also called as volatile memory. Known as volatile. Volatile means erasable. It is deleting is possible. Primary means what, sir? First priority. If you want to store the data in systems, first data storing in the RAM only. And then hard disk it is going to storing. Then only hard disk is called as the secondary. But suppose you started the program typing, but not saved. 10 lines completed, but file is not saved. But where these 10 lines are storing, sir? Temporary memory only, because you didn't save that one. Once if you save it, then the temporary is converting into permanent hard disk. Okay, the computer fundamentals topic, sir, leave it. RAM, remember. All programming components, memory allocations are happens generally in the RAM. If you create the class, if you create the array, if you create the object, if you develop the methods, if you define the functions, constructors, interfaces, memory should be allocated in the RAM only. But sir, we have hard disk, sir, 1 TB available, full space. We can use that one, sir. Hard disks runs slower. compared to RAMs. Hard disk also we can store data. It's not a matter. This much of technology developed person, hard disk storing is not possible, sir. Possible. But hard disks works slower than the RAM. How can say, sir? Your computer speed, hard disk deciding, RAM deciding. Hmm. Clear point. I have suppose 8 GB or 16 GB RAM, sir. 16 GB RAM. What is the price roughly? Any idea? Huh? 16 GB RAM, approximately how much price available? 6,000. 60, ఏం 60? Total computer cost కాదు, ఓన్లీ ర్యామ్ కాస్ట్. 16 GB ర్యామ్ కాస్ట్, ఓన్లీ ర్యామ్ 1000 నో యార్. 3 to 5,000 ఉంటాయి. మేబీ ఇట్స్ ఇంకా స్ట్రాంగ్ DDR5 ఆర్ DDR6 అయితే మోర్ కాస్ట్ ఆల్సో వాల్యూ. యావరేజ్ 3 to 5,000 ఉంటుంది. Hmm? అదే 16 TB హార్డ్ డిస్క్ ఆల్సో 2000 ఇట్ విల్ కాస్ట్. 16 GB 3000 అయితే 1 TB హార్డ్ డిస్క్ 1200. 1 TB హార్డ్ డిస్క్ కాస్ట్ 1200. But 1 TB RAM, if you want to purchase it, sir, your land, your kidney, all you have to sell it compulsory. Because 1 TB is equivalent to 1024 GB. So in that 16 GB, 3000 available, 1024 GB, how much available? So why that much of price, sir? It's a small part. Storage also small, sir. RAM's not used for the storage priority. It is maintaining the system performances. And if any data temporarily you want to store it, RAM is going to help you. Hard disk big size, but cost is small because system speed never depends on the hard disk speed of the system. If you use the some better hard disk, files retrieving is becomes as faster, but overall system performance not impacted to hard disk. But RAM say the impact is comes. And moreover, why starting days onwards they are designing the RAMs, sir? And some days back we don't have hard disk in computers, RAMs available. Generations of computers available. Any idea? First generation, second generation, third, four, and five. First to second, third generations, there is no hard disk in computers, first of all. Without hard disk, computer is working. Or how they are storing the data, sir? Floppy disks are available. Floppies under. System, when you are going to switching on the system, you have to place the floppy. On a tape records, like cassettes, we are placing at the long back. Like that, a black color floppy available. A floppy, if you place it, system is on. Because system inside hard disk not available. When you are going to shutting down your floppy, you are going to removing and going. Like that, every student in colleges while practicing of the lab, everybody they are carrying their own floppy. Otherwise, your system is not going to switching on. So floppies slowly converts into hard disk. But RAMs available from the beginning days of the digital computers. So many reasons why RAMs only using performance, temporary, and starting days onwards it is available, something like that. And what is the stack, sir? RAM inside we have a lot of partitions again. So many partitions. In that one of the partition is the stack area. Remaining partitions, sir. Tomorrow we'll discuss that one. But right now I think this name remember. Next, what is the use of variables, sir? Variables are used to store the data or to hold the data. It's holding the data or it is storing the data. For what purpose? Two purposes. One for the reusability purpose and second one for the automatically substitutions. One of the purpose of variable reusable means once if we store the data in this memory block, any number of times we can use the data, anywhere we can use the data. And second one, variables are helping automatically substituting the values in our statements. If you write any formulas, if you develop any expressions, if you write any printing statements, your values system is substituting automatically. What is the benefit, sir? A few lines of code reducing it. Automatical substitution reduces the number of lines code. Yes. Variables benefit. This is the small information about the variables. Definition, storing location, purpose. 3 points. Next, how to define the variables in JavaScript, sir? By using three keywords as well as the three reserved words, and that is this one. Var, let, const. Var, let, const. What is this, sir? Variable declaration steps. What is this, sir? Variable declaration at integer x long y, sir. Oh, integer x long y doesn't work in JavaScript. You must use these three keywords only. If you want to declare any type of variable in JavaScript, string variables, integer variables, objects, arrays, whatever it may be, compulsory one of these three keywords are required. So syntax, I given already syntax. Three keywords, three syntaxes available, or three reservoirs, three syntaxes available. So the first syntax variable declaration and the second syntax variable initialization, but both are var only. Similarly, in let also we have two syntaxes for variable declaration and variable initialization. But in const we have only single syntax, sir. Declaration not available, only initialization only available. Any specific reason, sir? Constant declarations not supported. Then only I'm not giving the syntax. So simple point, throughout the JavaScript, if you want to define the variable anywhere for any purpose, for any reason, follow one of these three syntaxes. Which syntax I have to follow, sir? And after explanations, you will get the clarity. Var, let, constant. Sometimes constant useful, sometimes let useful, sometimes var useful. It slowly comes up that awareness also. Next, why the three syntaxes, three keywords they are providing? If they provided only single keyword, I think we are enjoying, sir. Less we have to remember. Already data types gone. Sizes no need to remember. Ranges no need to remember. Three keywords instead of single code, it is easy to remember. That facility also available up to last version. These are the newer version. You cannot observe two words. So originally up to JavaScript is fifth version. These also no. Programmers enjoying with a single keyword. Any data type, any place, single word. Latest version of the JavaScript means ECMAScript concept let and constant. So clarity, see that. If I want to define the variable in JavaScript, use the var. If I want to declare the variable in ECMAScript, use either this one. ECMAScript shortcut to this is JS. So JavaScript using the var, ECMAScript using the let and constant. One coming from one script to two coming from the other. And ECMAScript is nothing but a new features. I clearly mentioned that one. So nowadays versions, we have to remember three, but olden days versions, we have only option one, where. So just for your idea purpose, I'm saying one point that the most of the programming students, you are defining the variables like this. Python students, the different syntax you are following, but data type you are using as a, but these are wrong in JavaScript. Reason? In this one, any var, in this statement, any let, in this statement, any constant. No, if the three keywords are missing, I'm not allowing the statement. So, moral of the story, don't use the data types. But sir, last 2 months onwards, we are practicing with data types only, sir. Or somebody at the BTech first year onwards, data types 4 years practice. This subject to lightweight got that much of restrictions not available. So lastly, one point. While working with data variables topic, Other language candidates, you are learning one table here like this. Data type name, size of the data type, range of the data type, format, specifier of the data type. Remember? The first data type name is comes. Next is size of the data type. And then range of the data type. And how much value we can store in that. And last one is the format specifier. Suppose integer data type name, size sir 4 bytes, range sir something range available minus to plus, format specifier sir percentage D. The basic thing. Every programming language students you should remember like that 8 to 10 data types available, 8 to 10 data types table compulsory for better coding and facing of the MCQs in the interviews. Don't neglect other subjects. MCQs look one of the question. They are mentioning the data type and what is the range of this data type. Asking conformly one question. Anybody knows a total table? Huh? Tell that. Which language? Python. Data types not available. Huh? Ranges? Huh? Dynamic. Then what is data typing dynamic? Huh? So that button, a total table remembering button is no need here. Mm. Next, what is the location to define the variable? How to declare? These are the syntax. If syntax ready, purpose ready, I'm ready to define the variable. So what are the possible areas to define the variables, sir? Basically, variables we can declare in three locations. We can call as the three scopes also. Scope. These are the three scopes or three locations. We can define a variable in JavaScript, either in script tag or in function or block. Within the script tag, we can define the variable. That's called as global variable. Within function also, you can define the variable. That is called as local variable or function level variable. And within the block also, we can define the variable that is called as the block level. Three places, three pronunciations. So if I define any variable inside the script tag directly, that is called as global variable. If I define any variable inside the function directly, sir, it is called as local variable. And if I define any variable inside the block, sir, it is called as the block level variable. So what is the difference, sir? As per your declaration location, accessing areas are going to changing. Suppose a small demonstration, not example, just idea purpose. Observe this one. With three places. So where is my XSR? Inside the script tag, within the script tag. So what is this XSR? Global. So meaning of global, sir, this variable we can use anywhere in this program. Top of the program to bottom of the program, anywhere we can use. Inside the functions, outside the functions, within the script tag, in the next script tag also we can use. Throughout the program, how many script tags available? Those all they can use this X variable. So this is global nature. Global throughout the program or anywhere in the program. Next, the second ones are function, local variable. This also called as function level. And within the function only we can use. This y variable we are able to use within this function only. Outside the function, no chance. Or global, sir. Global you can use in open area. Global you can use inside this function. And global you can use inside this for loop also. Anywhere it will works, no problem. Anywhere. But when it comes to the local variables, within this function only. But once if I try to use this one outside the function, sir, I'll get the reference error. Reference error is comes. So then why it is called local, sir? Because it's a personal to that function. That variable is personal to that function. So it's my local variable. Next, Z, sir, block level variable. Inside the for loop, inside the if, inside the switch, inside the while, if we define any variables, those generally playing as a block level nature. So what is the range of this variable, sir? Within this for loop only. So once if you step out of this for loop, your variable smashed, destroyed. You can't use. How much time the for loop is running, that much of time your variable is alive. For loop completed, sir, your variable also smash. So this is called as the block level. But it's you defined inside the for loop, sir. But you are calling as a block level, sir. My concept block means for is a block basically. No, sir, for is a loop, sir. Sir, for is a loop. Every loop is a first of all block. The basic point is you are student, confirm. Before that you are the female, confirm. Before that you are human being also. Block ante human being అది. Loop ante female. For ante Lakshmi అది. That is the thing. Lakshmi for female loop. Block human. So you are Lakshmi or Svetana, whatever it may be. Before that, first of all, you are the human beings. So for is a block, if is a block, else is a block, while is also block and do while is also block. So blocks inside declaring variables generally is called as a block level variables. They works within that block only. Three words to three rough demonstration. Official program is comes just before that an idea purpose. So directly the script tag global, inside the function local, inside the block level. This anywhere in the program, this is anywhere in the function only, and this is within the block only. So these are the three possible areas. And here we can use where, we can use let, even you can use the constant also based on your requirement. Use any of the three keyword, you can define it. So syntax, location, definition is over. Next, while defining of these variables, should I follow any guidelines as are? Compulsory. Because while setting the names to variables, so some guidelines compulsory. Special characters not allowed. Spaces are not allowed. First character compulsory, alphabet only. Some guidelines. Keywords we can't use as a variables names. So that common guidelines is in even JavaScript also. But in JavaScript, one additional words are reserved words we can use as a variable names. No problem. But I want to define a variable with int, sir. There no problem. Well, I can write directly like this. Int equals to 10. What is my variable name, sir? Int. Int is data type, sir. No. It's the name of the variable in JavaScript. In JavaScript. Other language is a data type. Variable is comes to here. But in this JavaScript, int we can use as a directly variable. No X, no Y required. Like that, even you can use the string is also your data variable. Ram is the value string which is stored inside the string. My variable name is string. Similarly, float equals to Z 10.56. Other languages. But while comes to my language, this one. So Z is variable other language. Here float is a variable name. So reserved words we can use, but keywords is not allowed. Example, tomorrow session I'll show it. Thank you all. Any questions, online candidates? How differences? If there is no difference, so no use using three. console.log for printing, sir. We already discussed it yesterday, no, day before yesterday, no.